Well, good afternoon, wheelchair basketball fans. We are live here in Suphanburi for the 2026 IWBF Repechage. It is going to be an exciting game as Senegal will be taking on Poland. Well, both these two teams had their openers. Senegal, of course, it's the first time they've competed outside the IWBF Africa zone as they had a very tough encounter against Iran. While Poland, on the other hand, an exciting game, but they were able to hold on to the lead against the likes of Brazil. Well, as we stand, the IWBF 2026 Repechage, 7 teams and only 4 will be able to book their tickets to the IWBF World Championship. They'll be hosted in September of 2026 in Ottawa, Canada. Well, all roads began continentally, and for 7 teams, 4 specifically, they could end up at the IWBF World Championship. And coming into this game, of course, Poland will be filled with a lot of confidence after their, quite impressive victory against Brazil. While Senegal, it's a learning curve. There is talent in this team, there's no doubt about it. With key players such as Drame, not to mention Dagoya. Why not Senegal? Why not now? And they had some very good spurts in all 3 quarters, I would say. In the beginning, it was the 4th quarter in which Iran were able to pull through, where they were led by both Sayadi and Abbasi, who both put on very impressive, and I would say most valuable player performances. While for Poland, no surprise, yesterday they were led by the Polish Ironman, Mateusz Filipski. But today it looks like he will not be playing. He looks sidelined at the moment. Of course, we're unaware of what the circumstances are, but they still have a very star-talented team. If you go back to Poland's win, well, 3 players in double figures. Dominik Mosler finishing with 17 points, while their 3rd leading scorer was Andrzej Maciek. Poland yesterday shooting a very impressive 58% from the field, 33 out of 56. But the one Achilles, I would say, for Poland is the free throw shooting was rather inconsistent. Only 50% from the charity stripe, knocking down 10 out of 20. Well, if Senegal are going to have to try to do one thing today, that is prevent Poland from winning the rebound count. We saw that in the first half against Iran. The Senegalese national team players did a magnificent job of protecting the paint. But up against the more experienced bronze medalists of the 2022 IWBF World Championship Iran, it was a very tough beginning. But many more games to play. 4 teams will book their tickets to Ottawa, Canada for the IWBF World Championship. Well, fans, we do welcome everybody watching live. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching. We are live here in Suphanburi, beautiful Thailand, for the 2nd game of game day 2. And we do have a 3rd exciting game that will be taking place later on. The question now is, can Poland remain undefeated? Can Senegal pick up not only their first win of the IWBF Repechage, but their first victory outside the IWBF Africa zone? Players now entering the floor, just shaking hands with each other, paying each other the homage. And, of course, 3 more people we must also pay homage to tonight. And those are our 3 referees, as we have Marbaka Labani, we have Dimitrios Hilas, and we have Omer Erdener Atalan. So a big thank you to all of our referees here at the IWBF who've done a magnificent job. And they'll continue to do a great one here in the 2nd game. Well, the tip is up and we're underway. And it will be Poland with the first play. Well, Pavelko just having a bit of time and space here. Well, they go on the sideline, little baseline jump shot. That's not going to go at the moment here for Poland. Senegal with the opportunity to get the first 2 points. Well, they're trying to find Salou Dieng on a very tough long court pass. Dieng just unable to fire in at that point. Very good defense by Damakovsky. Well, Maciek was their 2nd leading scorer. It's going to be an offensive rebound. Wow, missing from point-blank range. Poland getting some very good looks early on. But Senegal, they want to play the transition game. Salou Dieng just weighs up his options, but an offensive foul is going to be called against Senegal's 23, Issa Dia. Already you can see Senegal trying to get out on the counterattack. And one thing that they've improved, which we can see in this early minute, is the organization. The spacing much better than it was against Iran in their transition. But Pavelko will inbound this for Poland. Poland just trying to muster something from this half-court. Senegal proving to be tough on defense, and now they have another chance. Well, can they get the first 2 points? They'll go up and wow, baby! Aliou Dramé getting the first 2 points of the game. Allez, Senegal. Well, like I said, this team defensively, they can be very tough. We saw that in the first half against Iran. Question for Senegal is about playing 4 quarters of wheelchair basketball here at the IWBF Repechage. Poland patiently passing the ball. Pavelko. He'll fire from 15. That's going to hit the front iron. Senegal coming up with a rebound. Well, they have the numbers. They'll try to get ahead. They'll find Degoya in the paint. Degoya goes up. It gives them a 4-point lead and a very optimistic start for the Senegalese players. Well, the counterattack, the transition, much more meticulous today from Senegal. But Poland still searching, vying for that first field goal. Crash defense coming from Senegal, and that's going to be a 3-second violation. And already, Poland just being tested early on here from Senegal. Well, Poland got to understand the victory against Brazil was good. But they have to remember, Senegal have come here with a purpose. Degoya being heavily defended by Maciek. Degoya passed this one up. They try to go for 15. Shot is up and a little too short. Issa Dia fighting for the rebound. And that ends in a jump ball violation. So Senegal will retain this. Possession arrow goes in their favor. Because one area Senegal could do themselves a lot of favors. How many offensive rebounds they can win against a very, I would say, very tough physical Polish national team. Saliou Dieng finds El Hadji. Hadji from the free throw line. A lot of contact, nothing given. Hadji felt there should have been a foul call, but the Polish players will retain this one. Because yesterday when Poland played against Brazil, they had to deal with when they tried to go into the paint early on. Brazil's defense was collapsing and trapping early. And as we said, Poland shooting above 50% from the field. Many of those coming from the mid-range. Well, they go inside again. Shot is up, banks up, counted. And that's going to be an and one. Oh, great execution. Great patience as well from Krzysztof Kozierina. And a chance to make this a 1-point deficit. Well, Kozierina, I would say he's a utility glue player for this team. Very important role that he has with Poland as he's unable to make the free throw. Remember, they were 50% from the free throw line against Brazil in that victory. As now Degoya trying to lead the way, finds El Hadji. El Hadji goes up and wow, baby! Wow. El Hadji Diouf. Of course, plays his professional wheelchair basketball in Italy. Spent the majority of his life living in Milan, and he's an outstanding wheelchair basketball player. Poland patiently passing the ball. Good defense from Degoya. Well, time is winding down on the shot clock. Pavelko's got to go up with it. Unable to beat the buzzer to get the offensive rebound, and another foul has been committed. Well, it's going to be Marek Wesłowski going to the charity stripe. Marek Wesłowski, only 4 points yesterday. He was 2 for 4 from the field, finishing also with 3 rebounds. That's another missed free throw attempt for Poland. Second free throw also no good. Senegal leading by 4 points, a 2-possession lead. Something they didn't have yesterday against Iran. As now Degoya gets ahead. Well, Degoya takes contact. Count it! Wow, baby! Well, Degoya took that in transition, and he gave that a wow factor. Well, any chance to come up with a potential 3-point play to build the lead, that is going to be so crucial here for Senegal. Now it looks like a timeout is going to be called by Poland. And when we come back, it will be Dodone Dagoya going to the free throw line for Senegal. We're live here in Suphanburi. We will return in just under 1 minute. 6-point lead currently to Senegal. Well, Dagoya currently at the free throw line. As I mentioned, this is a massive start here for Senegal, considering the game they had to play against Iran yesterday, as Dagoya converts a three-point play. That's a good test for Poland. Every great team needs this kind of adversity, and the same for Senegal. The difference, though, for Senegal, as mentioned, this is a new experience for them. First time playing outside the IWBF Africa zone. But as yesterday, it was a good start in the first half. It is about playing 4 quarters here at the IWBF Repechage. Balcerowski. Now passing this one up. Poland just want to get something good from the mid-range. Using the pick and roll. Balcerowski fires from 15. It comfortably tucks that one away. And we saw this time and time when Brazil tried to make a comeback yesterday. Poland just went to a more steady, patient offense. Still a 2-possession lead to Senegal. Senegal now finding El-Hadj Diouf. Oh, Diouf weighs up his options. Goes from 18. That's going to be a little too short. Poland coming up with a rebound. Poland's counterattack was very good against Brazil. Sliding in and around, getting inside the paint. Off balance, goes up with it. And Senegal happy to let that one go out of bounds. That's the kind of shot you would see from Dominic Mossler. I mean, he was one of their leading scorers, second leading scorer yesterday against Brazil. And every great player just needs a bit of time to get into the game. Senegal love to extend their lead as Dagoya. Now they go to Saliou Dieng on the reverse. Cross-court pass finding Dagoya. He'll fire this one. The bank just a little too hard. And now Mossler wants to lead the transition here for Poland. He's got Bandura ahead of him. Now gets a handoff. Bandura. A clogged paint. Just tries to think he'll go from 15. It's up. And again, a very neatly tucked away mid-range by Bandura. Well, Bandura, of course, another key player yesterday. Only had 9 points, but also finishing with 3 rebounds and 2 steals. Goes to show he's very much a part of the imperative form of this rotation for Poland. El-Hadj Diouf goes from the baseline. Uncontested, wide open. Senegal's got to believe in their mid-range shooting. Still a 5-point lead currently to Senegal. As Balcerowski looking to go baseline. Now finds Mossler. It's good passing, and that's going to be a 3-second violation. Poland at the moment already with their 3rd turnover, as we've almost played 6 minutes here in the first quarter. Senegal just happy to let the ball roll. They don't want to take any time off the clock. Very intelligent. Passing the ball again around the key. Finding El-Hadj Diouf. Made his last one. And he makes another one. Wow, wow. Flying with confidence early on. El-Hadj Diouf. And it looks like a foul is going to be called. And I think this is going to be against Poland, yeah. So the foul indeed has been called on Bandura. So Christophe Bandura has called for it. That's already I think that's only the first team foul against Poland here in the first quarter. But with a 7-point lead, Senegal, think about it. If they go for a three-pointer, they can make it a double-digit lead. They never had the lead against Iran yesterday. Saliu Dieng. Now trying to find an opening here. Pump fakes. Finds El-Hadj Diouf. Well, good hands-on defense by Poland. Had to take it. That was going to be a 24-second violation. As Poland looked to build that identity here in their offense, trying to chip into the deficit. Just slightly off balance. Good look, though, for Poland, but that's just not going to fall. De Goya looking to build the lead. Leading the transition now here for Senegal. Well, De Goya's got time and space. Probably could have taken that one. Saliu Dieng goes back to De Goya. He'll go for 15. It's a good look. It's on target, but Poland comes up with it. As now Kozharina. They want to put the ball in the hands of Balcerowski. Find that balance in their offense. Kozharina's found that separation. Now we're under 10. Senegal trying to switch defensively. And now Poland have a wide open look. It's up, and it's simply that easy for Polska. Well, great execution and a great finish. Well, that time it was Damakovsky just inside the paint. Only slicing it down to a two-possession deficit. They want to find El-Hadj Diouf. Diouf goes baseline. Off balance, tough shot. And this man, well, he's playing for an MVP already here in the first quarter. And he loves that baseline shot on the right side of the corner. Well, Poland have a player down. Hopefully this is not too much a concern, but Poland's coaching staff just have to come onto the court. So Piotr Damakovsky looks like he's going to be okay, so that's a positive sign for Poland. Well, Senegal, give them credit. 46% from the field. They're 6 out of 13. Because they've gone to the free throw line already, but I think they've done a magnificent job. Both teams have 8 rebounds already. It's now with just over 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Kozharina looks at that 45-degree angle. That hits the front iron. Saliu Dieng with a rebound. And Senegal get ahead with De Goya. Senegal have numbers. De Goya puts up a little floater. Fangarol, and he kisses the bank. And that is wow, wow. 9-point lead currently here to the bronze medalists of IWBF Africa. As Balcerowski's made one, and the player coach, the player clutch coach, you should say. That's his second field goal already here in the first quarter. And he makes it look so steady, so calm, so easy. The Senegal just trying to fight their way around. De Goya in the paint gets rejected. Well, Kozharina said, "Not in my house, sir." As now here comes Poland, looking to convert the turnover into a transition bucket. Mosler weighs up his options. In and around now finds Balcerowski, and he has 6 points here in the first quarter as he cuts it down to a 5-point deficit. Well, now we are under a minute left. Senegal still lead by 5. It's a 4-0 run from Poland, but Senegal can go 2 for 1. They want to take their time on this offense. Well, De Goya just receiving a tough pass from Aliou Dramé, and now here comes Poland. Bandura goes to his right. Well, they get it in the paint, but a foul has been called. Now, was the foul on the ground, or is this a continuation, which means it would be an and 1? No basket. Foul on the ground, but it does mean 2 free throws because Senegal, that's a 15 foul. Or does it? I think it is 5 team fouls. Well, I hate to say I'm always right, but that was definitely the 15th foul. So 2 free throws coming up here for Dominic Mosler. Well, Mosler was 3 out of 12 from the free throw line last night in that victory against Brazil. And this team, as good as they are, if you want to get to an IWBF World Championship, not only get there, but compete, you got to be able to make your free throws. But unfortunately, another misattempt for Poland. Poland now 0 out of 4 from the charity stripe this morning. Second one good. 4-point deficit. 30.1 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Senegal would love to go into the second quarter with a bigger advantage. They've been excellent so far here in the first quarter. Saliou Dieng. He gets that screen from Issa Dia. Thinks about it. And I think he's going to have to go for it now. Time is winding down. Dieng puts up a tough one. Well, they're going to have to shoot this quick. Time is winding down. Almost beat the buzzer. And Poland, Bandura. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to go for any final attempt. So at the end of the first quarter, Senegal lead by 4 here at the IWBF Repechage 2026 against Poland. We'll be back for the second quarter in just under 2 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Live here in Suphanburi, Thailand for the 2026 IWBF Repechage. Of course, 4 teams out of 7 will be able to compete and book their tickets for Ottawa, Canada 2026 IWBF World Championship. Well, Poland currently trailing by 4 points against Senegal. Second game of game day 2 and second game for these two teams. Matching in Balcerovski in the backcourt. Along with Repechage. Banks open and gets a shooter's bounce. Poland have narrowed that 9-point deficit down to 2. That's the thing with Poland's offense. Anytime they're able to get that overload defensively from any team they play against, they'll always go for a ball reversal and get that wide open look. And an offensive foul is going to be called against De Goya. Well, if that's on De Goya, is that foul number 2 or 3? That's foul number 3. And that could spell a little bit of trouble for Senegal. Senegal's got to be able to play without giving away too many fouls. De Goya's their most important player in terms of points. Balcerowski's been on fire, and he levels the game up at 17 apiece. Oh, he's been incredible. He has been, in my mind, I'd say the veteran savior. Balcerowski now with 8 points. Leading scorer for Poland. De Goya. Can he put Senegal back in the lead? Senegal have had some very good looks on the mid-range. So now they find El Hadj Diouf. Diouf goes up. Well, wow. Wedgie moments. And even the mop guy has to get it down. Well, that's going to be a jump ball violation because Poland had first possession of the second quarter. Senegal will retain this. So unless there's another jump ball violation in the second quarter, Poland will have first play of the third quarter when we come back in the second half. El Hadj Diouf has time and space. He'll go again. Just can't get the right angle. Poland now can take the lead. Never had the lead in this game yet. Are they about to do so here in the second quarter? A minute and a half played already. As Veselowski finds Maciek. Well, Bandura contemplates, goes for it, and Diouf comes up with a rebound. Here's where Senegal, much better spacing in their transition. Saliou Dieng looking for De Goya now. They've got a man down wide open. They go quickly, but it's out of control. Good defense by Wesolowski. Poland now can take the lead. Maciek. Simple. Oh, it misses from point-blank range. Dominik Mosler. Because more often than not would have been able to tuck that one away. But credit Senegal's transition defense. Aliou Dramé. Just trying to find his way in the paint. This is better from Senegal inside, and they're able to reclaim the lead. Beautiful. Well, that time it was Saliou Dieng, and that's much better improvement from Senegal's offense. We've seen the mid-range. We've seen the ability to get it inside the paint. But Maciek looks to level things up. Balcerowski almost got down one. But he will go to the free throw line. 8 points already for Marcin Balcerowski. Well, Balcerowski had 7 points last night. He was 3 out of 6 from the field, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Did finish with 5 assists, and I would say we all know that he is the player coach of this team, but he is, I would say, a pass-verse IWBF facilitator. Now, if he makes a second free throw, he will become the first player to get into double figures. Poland had 3 players in double figures yesterday, with Dominik Mosler, Mateusz Filipski, the Polish Ironman. As that goes out of bounds, Senegal get it back, still leading by 1. But Ibrahim Afei is going to sub into the game, and this is smart from Senegal because De Goya has 3 fouls, but this means offensively a lot is going to have to run through both Saliou Dieng and El Hadj Diouf. Dramé looking for that screen from Issa Dia. Saliou Dieng finding El Hadj Diouf. Senegal not in the mood to rush anything, but time is winding down. Gonna have to shoot this one. They get the shot off, nearly beat the buzzer, but they're unable to come with the offensive rebound. Good hustle by Maciek, and now here comes Bandura. Well, he's got Dominik Mosler with him. Mosler makes a no-look dime. Veselowski misses. And Senegal are unable to come up with the rebound, so Poland get it back on the baseline. Mosler now makes extra pass. Bandura just outside the key from 15. And Poland just unable to claim the lead. Still Senegal competing and looking much more organized today than they were against Iran. Ibrahim Afei has Issa Dia, along with Salio Diem with him. Tough pass, finding El Haj Juf. Juf off balance, and that one just rattles in and out. Afei battles for the offensive rebound, but Maciek's able to keep this alive for Poland. Poland for a fourth consecutive offense, an opportunity to try and take the lead against Senegal for the first time here. Wesolowski does so. String music fadeaway. And a tough pass by Maciek. Well, it's been a very good first half between these two teams. Back and forth action. But without De Goya on the floor here for Senegal, they're going to have to heavily rely on this man, El Haj Diouf. Salihou Dieng on the baseline. He's got Ibrahim Afei. Nice pass, wide open look. And that's much better execution from Senegal. Well, Senegal already now 14 points in the paint, 11 fast break points. Oh, Wesolowski again missing uncontested. Dominic Mossler coming up with a rebound, and he's able to put away the second chance opportunity points. And I felt that was always a strength of Senegal in the first half against Iran, preventing the offensive rebounding. Well, Salihou Dieng, but it's got to be an offensive foul. And that is a wasted opportunity because Salihou Dieng had a wide open layup. But a chance for Poland to extend the 1-point lead. Poland get ready for another change. As Kojarina will come in, it looks like Bandura is going to head out of the game. So Mateo Stan into the lineup, one of their young rising prospects. .454 to go here in the first half. Fans, we do appreciate it, and we thank you all for joining us on the IWBF Live YouTube platform. Please make sure you subscribe to IWBF on YouTube and follow IWBF on X, Instagram, and Facebook, where you can get all the best news, highlights, and content that matter to you most. Balcerowski finding Kojarina. Kojarina straight off the bench, just doesn't get the lucky bounce. Salihou Dieng with the rebound. Now Poland. This will be their first team foul, I believe, of the second quarter, yeah. Senegal with a chance to try and reclaim the lead. Ibrahim Afei finds El Hadji Diouf on the cross-court pass. Diouf just trying to split two defenders, Abo, Balcerowski, and Mateo Stan. Good rebound by Kojarina. Poland trying to get the numbers ahead. Stan finding Balcerowski. Oh, good passing, unselfish. As now Maciek on the baseline, giving them a three-point lead. And it's that easy, that simple from the mighty Polska. Senegal have got to find some rhythm here. They've got to reassert themselves. Establish that authority and identity here in their offense. Ibrahim Afei, nice penetration. Tough finish. That's good defense of Dominic Mossler, preventing a foul being given. As Poland look to extend to a two-possession lead. Mossler finds Balcerowski. Maciek will just take his time in the paint, finds Kojarina. And Kojarina able to use the bank as now they extend it to a 5-point lead. And it looks like a timeout is going to be called by Senegal. Having led by as many as 9, they find themselves down by 5. And ever since De Goya picked up his third foul and had to leave the game, it's been a tough ride here for Senegal, but we'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, 3:26 to go here in the second quarter, live at the IWBF 2026 Repechage. Game day 2, second game between both Senegal and Poland. Senegal looking for their first win. Poland looking to remain undefeated as Saliou Dieng gets in the paint. And that's much better. More patient offense coming from Senegal as they slice it down to a 3-point deficit. And that time beautifully tucked away by IWBF, now moving up to 6 points. Well, foul is going to be called, and that's going to be 2 free throws coming up. 4th team foul against Senegal. Because Senegal, De Goya does have 3 fouls, but he's on the bench currently. But also IWBF, one of the key players, 2 fouls. As well as Isadia. But that foul that time is going to be called against Ibrahima Faye. That's his first foul of the game. And Maciek, the second leading scorer yesterday at the charity stripe, missing the first free throw. Poland now 2 out of 8 from the free throw line. Second one good. Maciek now up to 3 points. Saliou Dieng makes a cross-court pass, finds Elhadji Diouf. Kosharina just trying to keep him at bay. Drame finds Faye. Faye goes up. Faye goes, gets him one. Wow, wow. And that's beautiful team wheelchair basketball by Senegal. And an opportunity now for Ibrahima Faye to make this a 1-point deficit with 2:39 to go here in the second quarter. Well, there's a lot of energy that Ibrahima Faye brings to this lineup. Faye converts a 3-point play. Poland still lead by 1. As Poland just trying to break down the full-court pressure. Mateusz Stan, excellent work. Taking matters into his own hands. Because Poland trying to bring Senegal's defense out to the perimeter. Balcerowski, good passing. Oh, good defense by Saliou Dieng, coming up with a steal and a beautiful pass. Now can Senegal reclaim the lead in transition? They'll do just that as they lead 28-27. And that's one way to convert turnovers quickly into fast break points as now Poland called timeout with 2:14. That 5-point lead has now turned into a 1-point deficit. And again, we will return in just under 1 minute live here in Suphanburi for the 2026 IWBF Repechage. Well, Coach Balcerowski, because I think what he probably wants to see his team do is try to get the ball inside the paint. You know, Senegal's defense. They want to close out and put a lot of pressure against Poland's backcourt. Wesołowski finds Balcerowski. Poland just trying to find that spacing. It's now Bandura, off balance, tough shot. Maciek with the excellent offensive rebound. And another easy attempt missed there for Poland. Well, Poland getting these good looks. Just struggling to capitalize. But can Senegal extend their lead? Saliou Dieng left wide open. probably should think about taking this because Poland at the moment giving him all the room to go for a shot. They find out how's Juve. Time winding down, and that just won't go. Poland come up with it. There's now Dominic Mosler. He's fouled in transition, and this is good for Poland because any more fouls and they'll go straight to the free throw line. Senegal's got to understand when you put the team into the penalty, you cannot be fouling anymore because Senegal have done magnificently, having led by 9, then only to go down by 5 to reclaim the lead. But can Dominic Mosler make his free throws? This is much better. 2 out of 3 already from the free throw line. Remember, 3 out of 12 yesterday against Brazil. Second one, no good. Both teams locked in at 28 apiece here in the second quarter. As Ibrahim Afei just tries to push the tempo for Senegal. Oh, nice pass finding Saliou Dieng inside the paint. And it's a 2-point lead now. Saliou Dieng is going to get a warning there. Well, I think he's trying to say he celebrated. But in the end, I think the ball went flying. So a warning has been given. The official rule is once the ball goes in the basket, the attacking team who has scored cannot interfere with the defending team getting it inbound. But still a 2-point lead to Senegal. Balsarovsky, oh, the one time he misses. Well, that's the kind of look you want to see him take. Drame gets that screen from Ibrahim Afei. Nice build-up. Faye, pick and roll. And simple IWBF wheelchair pick and roll. Faye set the screen. Drame made the dish. And Senegal build a 2-possession lead. And that could be a 2-for-1. But can Poland disrupt that? Can they get one final bucket before the halftime break? Wesołowski goes up with it. And a foul is going to be given. And that's going to be on Issa Dia, I think. And if that's on Issa Dia, that's his 3rd foul. So 2 key Senegalese players have 3 fouls apiece. De Goya and Issa Dia. As now Marek Wesołowski, who has 4 points already this evening, can try to make this a 1-possession deficit. Well, he had 4 points yesterday, and he didn't go to the free throw line for Poland. But just too far to the right on that one. Second one good, cutting it down to 3. Senegal can have the final play with 22.7. The shot clock has officially been turned off here in the first half. Faye matched up by Wesołowski. Poland want to get one final stop. Ibrahim Afei finds his way in the key, now finds Issa Dia, goes up, but a little too strong. Good defense by Bandura, and that is exactly what Poland wanted, but Senegal, they didn't want to give away another foul. Also, no foul's been called, so my apologies. But with 8.7, it's now Poland who can have the final play. Wesołowski becomes a pressure reliever. Got to go quickly. Oh, Wesołowski goes to the long one. That goes out of bounds. And with 1.2, Senegal can have one final attempt. Well, no attempt there. Haji Diouf just gets it inbounded. That is the end of the first half. Senegal leading by 3 against Poland. Poland, of course, haven't gone to an IWBF World Championship since 2018. But 7 teams here in Suphanburi, and 4 of them will book their tickets to Ottawa, Canada for the 2026 IWBF World Championship. It's halftime, fans. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just under 15 minutes. Welcome back, everybody, live here in Suphanburi, Thailand. This is International Wheelchair Basketball, the IWBF 2026 Repechage. And currently, Senegal leading by 3 points against Poland. The second game of game day 2 and the second game for both these two teams. Well, so far, Senegal, they've been outstanding. A much better improvement from yesterday. While Poland today, they've actually played very well. Poland currently 40% from the field, which is slightly less than Senegal, but give credit where credit is due to the Senegalese players for building this lead. Well, Poland currently been led by Marcin Balcerowski, player coach, who has 9 points, while Senegal led by El Hadji Diouf with 8 points, and both Dagoya as well as Ibrahima Faye have 7 points apiece. Well, Dagoya had to go to the bench when he picked up his 3rd foul. Also, Issa Dia has 3 fouls for Senegal. But Senegal so far 24 points in the paint, as well as 6 points converted from Poland's turnovers. Well, Poland only have 6 turnovers today. And they will have the first possession of the second half. Welcome everybody watching live on IWBF's live YouTube platform. Please subscribe to IWBF on YouTube and follow IWBF on Instagram, X, and Facebook. Poland getting the first offense. Maciek, little give and go there with Balcerowski. Kozharina having to deal with the pressure. Gets inside the key and easily tucks that one away off the bank. Kozharina has been a great player for this team. He's had some very good moments already here in the first half. Now moving up to 6 points, 3 out of 5 from the field. El Hadji Diouf on the baseline. Leading scorer so far here for Senegal. Nice dish up. Finds Ibrahima Faye. Faye a little short. Mateo Stag coming up with a rebound. Poland using their size advantage to clog the paint every time Senegal try to get something inside the key. Well, Captain Poland reclaim the lead. Maciek on the baseline, just hitting the front iron. And Saliudin coming up with a rebound. Good defense of Maciek, trying to prevent a quick transition play. Senegal have numbers here with El Hadji Diouf. Issa Dia just trying to build a bit of separation between El Hadji Diouf and the defense. Diouf has 8 points. Now goes into double figures. And now he's the game's leading scorer with 10. Oh, Dominic Mosler just trying to speed up the transition. Has Balcerowski, and Balcerowski just missing. And Senegal now here with a potential transition bucket. But good transition defense by Mateo Stan, and that is the hard hustle and effort that's going to get them back to an IWBF World Championship. Kozharina missing. Balcerowski offensive rebound. That goes out of bounds. Well, we talk about the points, the double-doubles, the three-pointers. We don't talk about the defense, and Mateo Stan making that incredible effort to prevent that Senegalese fast break points. Stan finding Dominic Mosler. Beautiful passing from Poland as they reclaim the lead from Maciek. That's a very well-organized, executed baseline inbounds from Poland as they do reclaim the lead by 1. Aliudrame just trying to weigh up his options as the facilitator. El Hadji Diouf has 10 points. Diouf top of the key. Now Issa Dia was wide open. Drame's got to put up a floater. That's not going to go as Balcerowski collects a rebound. Wow, good collection there by Mateo Stan. Maciek able to draw the foul, and I think if Maciek had attempted to shoot the ball in that play, would be going to the free throw line. Now the officials are having a discussion here. I just wonder if this is going to be upgraded to a potential unsportsmanlike foul, which would, if it does happen, give Poland 2 free throws, and they would retain possession. Yep, upgrade. So an unsportsmanlike given. That's going to be against. I thought it was on Ibrahim Afei, but apparently not. So the foul has been called on Senegal's number 10, Saliou Dieng. That's only a second person. No, it is. My correction indeed. They've corrected it. So it is going to Ibrahim Afei. And this time, Maciek makes the free throws count. 6 points already this evening for Maciek. He's 2 out of 5 from the field. That's his second made free throw. He's only missed 1 tonight. Second one's good. Poland now with a 1-point lead. Kojarina off balance, under pressure, goes in, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Well, that was good paint protection by Senegal, but excellent work by Kojarina. Almost 3 minutes played here. Poland just starting to build a little bit of identity here on the offensive end. Well, Kojarina, 6 points. Joint second leading scorer with Andrzej Maciek. Just a little short on the free throw. Poland 6 out of 15 from the free throw line. And as I reiterate, they missed 10 free throws yesterday against Brazil. This one bounces in. El-Hadj Diouf. He's finding Aliou Drame. Well, Drame's left wide open, uncontested. Now they go to Saliou Dieng. Well, Saliou Dieng finds Drame in the paint and just finds his way in the gap. That cuts it. Well, that levels things up at 36 apiece. And an offensive foul is going to be called against Poland. Wow, where's this called on Mateusz Stan? Either way, Senegal will get it back, but it'll only be a fresh 14. So Aliou Drame will inbound for Senegal. El-Hadj Diouf, 10 points, 2 so far here in the third quarter. Tough contested, good defense of Poland. Now they want to get ahead. Oh, nice passing, trying to find Maciek, but it's a little too strong. But it's the right idea from Poland. Because this team don't necessarily get enough credit for their counterattacks or their fast break. But the one thing you can credit in the transition, it's very well organized, a lot of good spacing. Senegal just trying to reclaim the lead from the mid-range. That one just bouncing short, but Poland, they'll try to do the same down the other end. Stand the man. Has to bring this one out to the perimeter, trying to find Kojarina. This is good passing. He's usually on fire, but he's not going to get this one. Well, they're going to call an offensive foul here. And that's on Dominic Mosler. So Senegal will retain. Over 4 minutes played here in the third quarter. Both teams locked in at 36 apiece. Drame finding Saliou Dieng. Dieng goes to his right, picked up by Balcerowski. Nice pass, finds Ibrahim Afei, but he misses for point-blank range. Stan the man coming up with a rebound. Poland have a 3-on-2 advantage. Balcerowski in transition with Kozharina. Kozharina elects to go himself in transition. He uses the bank. The bank of Polska. Dawaj Polska. Jazda Polska. As he gives Poland a 2-point lead. Well, slight delay in game as Ibrahimov just gets knocked over to the ground, but he's back up, and he is tough as nails. You have to credit all these players in the IWBF Repechage, whether it's Senegal, Poland, Iran, Korea, and all of the other participating countries. These incredible athletes, the amount of training that they go through day to day to be able to compete at this level. IWBF tries the mid-range. That's a little too strong. Stan the man with another rebound. As now here comes Balcerowski, still with 9 points. Comfortably takes his way in the paint. He misses again. Gets his own rebound. Second time, no good. Stan the man with a rebound. Finds Maciek. Poland looking to extend to a 2-possession lead. Kozharina in the paint. He'll go up with it. Still can't get it. Rebound collected by Ibrahimov. Well, IWBF trying to find somebody going with him in transition. He's got Issa Dia to his left. El Hadji Diouf to his right. Nice pass finds Issa Dia, but it's out of control, and another miss attempt here for Senegal. That's fouled. And the foul is on IWBF. And that's going to be his third foul. So he's the third Senegalese player to pick up 3 personal fouls, and we still haven't seen De Goya here in the third quarter. But a timeout is going to be called by Senegal. 4:16 to go here in the third quarter. We will return from this timeout in just under 1 minute. 2026 IWBF Repechage live here in Suphanburi, Thailand. Well, as we return from the timeout, Poland do have a 2-point lead, as currently they can extend this to a 4-point lead with Kozharina at the free throw line. Missed 9 free throws already in this game. But Kozharina, no problem this time. Kozharina just a little too short. El Hadji Diouf comes up with a rebound. Senegal today, 23 boards, the same as Poland. Well, having correct myself, Poland have 23 defensive rebounds, 34 in total, so they have actually out-rebounded Senegal. As unfortunately, IWBF off balance, but he was wide open. And that's a tough miss there for Senegal. Mosler inbounding for Poland. Balcerowski looking for a give and go potentially with Kozharina. Poland have an overload on one side. Kozharina finds his way in the paint. Nice dive. Oh, beautiful dive by Stan the man. Oh, but he misses for point blank. Well, quick thinking from Mateo Stan. As Drame just under pressure. Ibrahim Afei just keeps it under control. Senegal down by 3. Issa Dia back out to El Hadj Diouf. Very physical defense coming from Poland. Faye's got to shoot it. And he beats the buzzer. Wow, wow. Ibrahim Afei having a game of games already with 9 points. Second leading scorer for Senegal here in the third quarter. Still Poland lead by 1. Maciek does marvelously to keep this under control of one hand. Poland looking to extend. Kozharina. The high arc, the high release, but it's a little too short, but a foul has been given. So this will be 2 free throws coming up for Kozharina. A bit of protest there from El Hadj Diouf. But Poland will gladly take the two free throws here. Still leading by 1. And if you are a neutral fan, meaning that you don't necessarily have a horse in the race in this one, you would love to see this game go right down to the wire. But of course, no doubt if you're both Poland or Polish or Senegalese fans watching, rightfully so, you'd like to see your national teams win tonight. Kozharina 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Senegal have found a lot of success when trying to find the ball inside the paint. Poland sitting back on the defensive end. El Hadj Diouf can level things up. And he gets a bounce. Well, he's on fire today. 12 points for El Hadj Diouf, leading by example. He's actually the leading scorer in the game as we speak. Because only El Hadj Diouf and Krzysztof Kozharina from Poland are in double figures. Well, there's Kozharina. Kozharina tries to go in around the defense. That's going to go out of bounds, but Poland will retain this. And they'll get 13 on the shot clock. Kozharina finds Balcerowski. And Balcerowski with the veteran's touch. Cool, calm, and collected. Well, that just restores a bit of order for Poland's lead. Only a 2-point advantage as they want to go back to Diouf here on the baseline. Diouf with 12 points. That time under pressure. Good defense from Maciek. Can Poland extend to a 2-possession lead? Kozharina, Polska's leading scorer. Well, left wide open. That time missing. But Poland fight for the offensive rebound. Wow, Mosler missing. And again, Kozharina offensive rebound. And again they miss. And what is the cliche they never say? 4th time is a charm. But you have to credit Poland there. Offensive rebound after rebound. Refusing to give up on it. One thing they do say, second chance opportunity points can indeed be an X factor at any level of international wheelchair basketball. Senegal down by 4, just under a minute to go. A potential 2-for-1 could see them either level things up or take the lead. They go to El Hadj Diouf. Final seconds. Nice passing in the lane as Aliou Drame finds his way in the paint. And again, Senegal improving from yesterday. The points in the key have been a massive improvement for Senegal. Kozharina, cross-court pass, finding Maciek. Maciek just trying to get his way around the defense. And Senegal right now having to defend Poland, giving them a taste of their own medicine. Beautiful execution as well from Polska. As Dominic Mosler had to fight in and around the post-interior defense of Senegal on that offense. But 14.6, Senegal can have the final play. Ibrahim Afei letting this one run. They want to find El-Hadj Diouf. Diouf. Time, space, goes for it. He is on fire. The king of Senegal. El-Hadj Diouf has come ready to play. Well, that is the end of the third quarter. Senegal trail by 2 points, but led by El-Hadj Diouf with 14 tonight. We'll return for the fourth and final 10 in just under 2 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. Final 10 minutes, second game here at game day 2 of the 2026 IWBF Repechage. It's currently Poland who lead by 2 against Senegal. Well, both teams have competed very closely here. El-Hadj Diouf unable to get the rebound, and Poland get a second opportunity. Bandura. Well, the falls right into the hands of Maciek, and Maciek able to come up with a loose ball as he gives Poland a 2-possession lead. Well, these early few minutes could very well dictate how this fourth quarter is going to end up for both Senegal and Poland. And the king of Senegal, wow, King El-Hadj Diouf, on fire this afternoon. He's not missing anything with 16 points. Bandura. Can he try to extend Poland's lead yet again? He'll go for the mid-range. That's a little too short, and Senegal happy for that one to go out of bounds. Well, a bit of full court pressure coming now from Poland. Senegal just trying to break it down. De Goya back into the game. It's going to be an offensive foul against Senegal. Well, De Goya has only just come back into the game. If that's on him, that's going to be foul number 4. Not quite sure who they've called the foul on. It may indeed be on El Hadj Diouf. That's who. Well, that's the number 20. No, I'm incorrect. It's De Goya. De Goya's 4th personal foul. Senegal star player who didn't play for the entire 3rd quarter now cannot commit another one, or he'll be done. Balcerowski. Matched up by El Hadj Diouf. Poland go to Mosser in the paint. Mosser under a bit of pressure, just hits the back iron. Oh. Well, Senegal just turning it over. Well, Saliou Dieng had the rebound, tried to put the ball ahead of him, but then lost control of it. Neither team wants to commit any turnovers at this stage. The game is just too close. Only 2 points. 1 possession separating both Poland. And I think Senegal I think the coaching staff's been given a warning. Maybe it's the bench. I think what the officials have had enough of is just the sarcastic applauding, which they interpret from the Senegalese bench. But you can see the players and coaches now remain very calm and cool. Such a close game. Magic mid-range, and he gives Poland a 4-point lead. Crucial. 16 points yesterday against Brazil. Magic at the moment could be catching fire very soon. He's got 11 points tonight. Aliou Drame, top of the key. He'll go up with this one. He's had a few buckets high, but that just goes out to the left. Poland secure the board. They'd love to store a big lead right now to build something. Well, Bandura setting that baseline screen for Balcerowski. Bandura goes for it, can't finish. Senegal have numbers. Drame finds De Goya. De Goya's got to go up with this one. That's a little too short. Well, no foul given. And here come Poland. Trying to get the spacing, the organization. Spread the floor to get something good on this offense. Maciek in the paint's got to kick out. Down to Balcerowski. Well, they go down low, and now it's a 6-point lead as Bandura extends this for Poland. Jazda Polska. There's a slight delay in game here. I'm not quite sure. I think De Goya. Well, looks like a timeout is going to be called by Senegal. So almost 3 minutes played here in the 4th quarter. We'll return from this timeout in just under 1 minute. Well, return from the timeout. Senegal now find themselves down by 6. So now we just have a slight delay here. It looks like Senegal's Saliou Dieng just unfortunately has gone to the ground. He's got back up, so that's a positive sign for Senegal. Of course, remember, we have an exciting game taking place later on today as Iran, another one of the heavy favorites in this repechage. Well, they'll be in action as they'll be taking on Brazil, because that will be tipping off later on at 4 p.m. local time here in beautiful Suphanburi, Thailand. 7 teams in this IWBF Repechage. But remember, only 4 of them will book their tickets to Ottawa, Canada for the IWBF World Championship between the 9th and the 19th of September this year. Because fans, make sure you subscribe to IWBF on YouTube and follow IWBF on all social media platforms of X, Instagram, and Facebook. Well, Senegal's got to find a bucket here. Got to build that identity. The king of Senegal, El Hadji Diouf, leading them with 16 points. 6 on the shot clock. Diouf's got to go for this one. Mid-range up, back iron as Balcerowski collects a rebound. Well, patient basket here. Poland looked to extend, but another foul is going to be called, so free throws coming up for Polska. Well, it's going to be Adrian Babecki going to the charity stripe. Well, Babecki only just checking into the game for the first time. Because Poland know if they want to compete with the best at the IWBF World Championship, they must make their free throws. It's easier said than done. If you think how hard these athletes work every time they're on the floor, even in training sessions. Second one good. 7 points, Polish lead. Dagoya, can he find some rhythm here? Remember, he does have 4 fouls. Oh, a little short. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. And now here comes Poland. Of course, neither team has gone for a three-pointer today. Well, nice little transition. Dominic Mossler goes himself. Misses yet again. Senegal have numbers. Well, they find Dagoya in transition. Dagoya tries to get ahead. He's got numbers. And it's a missed attempt. It was a 3-on-1. Well, Dagoya went himself, but now here comes Poland with the numbers. Mossler finds Bandura. Back to Mossler, and it's a beautiful give and go. And now it's a 9-point Polish lead. Slight delay in game, but for Senegal, they just haven't come out here in the fourth quarter. The same intensity or the same meticulous organization we saw in that third quarter. They've got to have a run now. Saliou Dieng gets that screen from Issa Dia. Good defense from Bandura as they go to El Hadji Diouf. Diouf goes for it under pressure. That's just not going to fall. Senegal's got to find more attempts in the paint. Poland have the numbers. Senegal trying to get back. Maciek outside the key. Back iron gets his own rebound. He'll go again. Second time no good. And Senegal just can't get the rebound. Still a 14 seconds on the shot clock here for Poland. Balcerowski will inbound this one. Balcerowski. That time finds Mossler. Now Hadji Diouf comes up with a rebound. Senegal can't get numbers ahead. Saliou Dieng tries to weigh up his options. Aliou Drame, top of the key. Nice pass, finds Ibrahim Afei. Gets fouled, and he gets that one. Wow, wow. Can he make it a 6-point deficit if he converts his three-point play? Well, he now becomes the third Senegalese player to double figures. He has 11 points. who's their second leading scorer. Timeout is going to be called by Poland. And when we come back, Ibrahim Afei will be at the free throw line. Well, a huge potential three-point play coming up here for Senegal. Ibrahim Afei, second leading scorer this evening for Senegal. Senegal hasn't missed a free throw tonight, but they've only taken 2. Can he cut it down to 6? And he does just that. 12 Afei, Super Ibrahima. But can Poland maintain that discipline that they've exhibited here in the fourth quarter? They've also been magnificent. Good defense by IWBF. Balsarovsky inside the paint. Poland coming up with another offensive board. But Jetski goes up with it. Oh, I missed it. Saliu Dien almost throwing it away. But Drame cannot contain it. And that's unfortunate for Senegal. Poland another chance here to try to restore the lead even bigger. They go to Mosler in the paint. Gets caught in a double team. Under pressure. Senegal do back. Lifts it. They got a player ahead. Aliou Drame can't cut it down to 4. He'll go in for the layup. And he does just that. A 5-0 run from Senegal has given them belief yet again with under 4 minutes. 2-possession deficit. Poland. No need for them to panic as they get ready for a substitution. Looks like Christoph Kojarina is going to sub back in. Senegal have 2 fouls to give. Poland have 3. Well, Bandura mid-range. In and out, doesn't get it. Oh, they cannot contain the rebound. Mosler throws it away. And now it's a 3-on-2. Faye, El Hadj Diouf. Ibrahim has got 12 points, goes in it. Now he's got 14. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-point ball game. Senegal with the wow factor. Incredible scenes here in Suphanburi. Can Poland make this a 2-possession ball game? Bandura under pressure. Oh, that time finds Mosler. Mosler misses. Another rebound here. In the round, just can't get it. Poland just keep dominating the offensive boards. And finally, Diouf comes up with a rebound. Senegal again have numbers. Oh, they throw a long pass. Can Drame keep it in? Yes, he can. Senegal can tie the game up with a 2. They can take the lead with a 3. They'll go to Diouf. Just over 2 minutes. Diouf goes for it, fires it, and he just can't get it. Oh, Poland can't make it a 2-possession ball game, and it's an offensive foul. Just when Poland could have made it a 2-possession ball game. And a double substitution. And I think this is wise because they're going to bring in Mateusz Stan, who I think is their best defender, and Krzysztof Kozharina, who's arguably been one of their best, if not their best offensive player for this final 2:02. Well, Issa Dia has also checked into the game here for De Goya. Senegal again, looking to try and level things up. Well, they try to find Saliu Deng, gets rejected. Issa Dia, and he just cannot level things. Mateusz Stan, defended by El Hadjouf. They find Kozharina off the bench, and he gives Poland a 2-possession lead. Well, that's great wheelchair basketball, from Poland. Mateusz Stan identifying where their bread and butter was. And that was Krzysztof Kozharina. But even Faye goes in, gets rejected. Good defense of Poland. And that's going to go back to Polska. Poland in very good position at the moment. 1:21 left. It looks like a timeout is going to be called by Senegal. And we'll return from this timeout in just under 1 minute. Well, here we go. Poland leading by 4 with 1:21 to go. Now, if you're Poland at this stage, you want to remain undefeated. Just hang on to possession. Take your time. Senegal have 2 fouls to give. I'm not sure letting the ball run is probably the best thing to do at this stage. You want to take time off the clock. But this is good passing from Poland. Kozharina finds Balcerowski. Well, they want to find Mateusz Stan in the paint. Now we're in the 10. Kozharina mid-range. Can't get it, but it goes out of bounds. And that is going to go back to Poland. So that's crucial. And a fresh 14. If it's one thing you got to credit Poland with today, it's been the offensive rebounding. Poland have been relentless. A total of 22 offensive rebounds out of their 56 boards. Only 4 for Senegal. Kozharina cross court, finds Maciek. Can he make a 6-point lead? As Ibrahima Faye comes out. Faye's going to let that one go out of bounds. Aliou Drame was trying to get ahead. He wanted to fast break points. Senegal must score here. Here we go. Big offense coming for Senegal. Saliou Dieng. Now go to Aliou Drame. El Hadjouf. Got to go for it. Drame goes for the tough one, and that's not going to go, and it'll go out of bounds. 28.3 left. Looks like Poland, without their superstar player, the Polish Iron Man, are going to do job complete. Maciek. Just going to hold the ball here. And now they're making a 6-point lead, and it is inevitable. Jazda Polska. They'll remain undefeated. A very big performance in this game from both Senegal and Poland. As Ali Udrami goes for the three, that's just not going to go. And it will go out of bounds with 1.1 remaining on the clock. Well, Poland, of course, they had to battle against a very talented Cristiano Clemente yesterday. And today, they're able to win against a very inspired and a very much improved Senegal team from yesterday's defeat against Iran. Poland win 59-53. We're live here in Suphanburi at the IWBF 2026 Repechage. 4 teams will go to the IWBF World Championship, and there's one remaining game here in game day 3. We'll see you later for the next game.